Morning, folks. Yeah, on that beautiful day, beautiful day. We're going organic. We're going live, yeah. It's very interesting. Come on, baby. I'm going to tell you something that's very interesting, okay? Now, Nigeria has to be on the news for a very good reason. Really, listen. Imagine when lawyer representing my own president, the most populated black race in West Africa. Imagine my own president got a distinction in school, A or A+. My own president, Osagie Tinubu, was even smarter and more brilliant than the VC of Chicago University. Come on, let me tell you something. Come on. Very interesting. Come on, let me tell you something. Come on, very interesting. Very interesting. It's a good day. Now, surprisingly, what I don't understand is that I learned very shortly that the lawyer representing my president said if the Chicago result is going to be released, it's going to cause some irreversible damage, something like that. I don't know if I say it right. But if a man had a distinction, and the man was an A+ student, and why should we conceal it? Why don't we let it go out to the public so that that can be more of a credit to us? That is the first time in Nigeria where we have, honestly, a president who has a distinction who can really make things work for us in Nigeria, but we can regain back our pride, because Nigeria is the only country that a promises can be a president. And first time in history, we have somebody who surpassed that. So let it go out to the public. What are we hiding? Let me say, kudos. In as much as I don't agree with, former VP, Abubakar, but kudos for you. I like litigants. I like people who want to set precedents so that things can change. For taking this case all the way to America to find if it was true that our president truly attended Chicago University. And now, what is the point of people begging Tinubu to drop the case? That we don't want the gender to be reported on the result, whether it was a he or she. I think it's fundamental. I think it's important. I think the Chicago has the right not to release it if they don't want to, for sake of privacy reason. But the FBI doesn't have a right to deny such an important documents, because it's on public record, and that's equivalent of what we call FOI in Nigeria, Freedom of Information Act. I therefore say that it's important and it's imperative that we will have to see the record. We need to know if our president truly attended Chicago University with the name Amode or with the name Osagie Tinubu. It's a country of us 200-something million. We can't be fooled by one individual. You can fool somebody sometime, but you cannot fool everybody all the time. Nigeria deserves to know. President Osagie Tinubu is not a private citizen. It's a president of Nigeria. If you are going to go out there and contest an election, local government, House of Assembly, House of Rep, Senator or President, forget about your privacy, because you choose to serve the public, and the public has a right to scrutinize you, to ensure that you are doing what is right, to have confidence in you, to believe in you, and support your administration. But that's aside. Now, are we now living in Yoruba nation? Because Osagie told us it's going to continue with the Fair Buhari administration. Because the Fair Buhari administration was just lopsided. Everything was Fulani. Even if they can't read or write, but it was just Fulani. We need competent people. There are people who also qualify in those states where I'm from. There are people who qualify from the east. There are people who qualify from Lagos and Yola, Gombe, Enugu, Maiduguri, Kano, or your state, or whatever. But for what we've seen so far, look as if those who have been working with Osagie Bola Tinubu in his last administration when he was a governor, everybody is right again, tag along with him. You don't play politics like that, especially in a country where you have different ethnicity. Everybody cannot be seen as Yoruba, 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 Yoruba. I don't have problem with Yoruba people. My best friends are Yoruba. But we need to do something right. What about the federal character? Are we addressing that? And if there's anything like federal character, why is it that the most juicy parts, especially where you have the money coming into this country, it's all for Yoruba? Port Authority, Yoruba. Finance, Yoruba. CBN, Yoruba. Just to mention some few. I think before we get to the Supreme Court, if there's going to be any other appointment, I beg you, before the Supreme Court finally decide that you should pack and go, please have a rethink that this is not a Yoruba nation, but perhaps it's in Nigeria, that every Nigeria is qualified from different regions. So we can marry this together, live happily together, all right? And stop this nepotism, favoritism, and, continuation of corruption. We do not want that at all, at all, at all. We don't want it at all. And that's why the likes of all who are civil, who are from civil society, that otherwise known as the CSO, we constantly condemn, criticize very constructively. Thank you, Nigerians. Share the video. Good morning.